Outlander is wrapping up after 8 glorious seasons. And while there are still 26 more episodes to go, fans are understandably heartbroken. So why not share the sadness together? Here are the best fan reactions I've seen since they made the announcement. And honestly, it's all been bittersweet. We're all gonna be with an Outlander-shaped hole in our chests. And yeah, I know, Starz wants to fill that hole with blood of my blood. They've promised us that it's a love story that's supposed to evoke the same feelings that Outlander did. But can you honestly tell me that'll be the same? I hope it is, but I don't feel that it'll capture the original magic. But I don't want to be all negative here. It's all love in the end. And the fact that fans are getting an 8th season is reason enough to celebrate. A lot of credit goes to Sam Heughan, whose portrayal of Jamie Fraser has been one of the best, most consistent performances I've seen in the last 2 decades. Back in January, he tweeted the announcement of the final season. And there was a reply from Tash the Stachinach that expressed everything I was feeling in just a few words.
We can find new ways to, I guess, be more intimate and to add more to those scenes. So I think it's a really welcome addition.
Thanks for taking care of an incredible character. From a young, inexperienced Highlander to a proud husband, father, and grandfather. And if I could add anything, it's that he's the reason I keep coming back every season. The man put his heart and soul into the character, and it shows. But obviously, the other reason is the ongoing narrative. Now, a lot of fans are concerned about how the series will wrap up such a dense story. I went through Reddit after I found out the show was ending. Because where else do sad fans go to vent except Twitter and Reddit, right? Anyway, I saw an interesting comment from Redditor Life in the Pages where they had the same concern I did about the story. There's so much material left, and Diana Gabaldon still has to write and release the 10th novel, so naturally plenty of fans share the same concern. Will the showrunners pull a Game of Thrones and just ask Diana how it all ends so they can wrap it up quickly? Or just cram 2 novels worth of material into season 8 and call it a day? That put the whole series in a tough spot. Considering how the GOT fandom picked up pitchforks against David Benioff and D.B. Wise for how they ended their favorite series, but that's not how Outlander is gonna go out. At least, that's what some fans are thinking.
Right, I think, from day one. And so you hope that that feeling is going to translate into the show and then onto fans. So,
according to Redditor Is This Clever, the show is going to end at book 8. And you know what? That's a great idea. In my opinion, it'd give the series a perfect ending, with the whole of the Fraser family reunited in the end. It'll avoid the mistake Game of Thrones made with its final season. And it'll give the fans something a lot of shows these days don't: closure. In the streaming era, where most shows don't make it past season 1, and the shows that do get canceled mid-season. A show that wraps up important arcs and plot lines is rare, and I'm really glad that Outlander's one of them. Still, we've got 26 more episodes to celebrate, right?
It was critically acclaimed. Can we do it again? But I really do think we all feel very good about the 2nd season, and it's just as strong as the 1st one.
You know, most folks didn't even realize that there'd be an 8th season. A lot of them, including myself, thought that season 7 would be the last. But then Sam and Katrina announced the news on their Instagrams and sent us all into a frenzy of emotions. But after the initial shock wore off, people started to realize that it's not over just yet. Season 7 is due for summer of this year. And since it's got 16 episodes, people say that the showrunners will split the season in 2, which I don't disagree with. Plenty of shows have done this in the past, including Better Call Saul last year. So, according to one fan, Outlander will split season 7 in 2 halves of 8 episodes each. The first 8 will air in the summer, and then the final 8 will air around fall. This way, the show can continue for a longer period of time. Now, news about season 8 is sparse, but as of this video, filming hasn't even begun, and there's no tentative release date. However,
We feel that way, and writers, quite honestly, about reading ahead because, as Sophie was saying, it colors kind of how you play that character if you know where they're going.
filming probably won't start until late 2023 or early next year, which means that we're gonna get season 8 in late 2024 or early 2025. What I'm trying to say is, even though it isn't gonna last forever, there are still nearly 2 years of Outlander to look forward to. More cast interviews, more bloopers, more action, more emotional reunions. and definitely more well-choreographed action. And after that, there'll be Blood of My Blood to look forward to. I know, I've said before that I don't think it'll be the same. But that doesn't mean I won't watch the hell out of it when it comes out. In fact, plenty of Redditors share the same feeling. Since the stories about Jamie's parents, Brian Fraser and Ellen Mackenzie, we're gonna see several familiar faces return to the series.
Even given all that, it's very exciting to see the response that we're getting. Yeah.
Besides, Matt Roberts is both writing and executive producing it, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get top-shelf storytelling and character development. Expanding the Outlander universe is a huge deal, and it's one fans are really passionate about. So what about a Lord John prequel? Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful we're getting a prequel series in any case. But come on, the John Grey novels are right there. He's a wonderful character, and it's fascinating to know what's going on in his world and how it matches up with the OG series. Plus, there are several awesome crossovers too. One Redditor, Jillian Joe, explained how the John Grey series is so different in terms of tone to the main series. There's obviously gonna be some sex and military action there, but there's a surprising amount of comedy sprinkled in too. So yeah, I definitely recommend it to you if you're a fan of Diana's writing.
For this a wicker cross, and we set light to it about 5 times.
But the thing is, it'd make for a great spin-off, the same way Better Call Saul did for Breaking Bad. And there are 8 freaking novels to choose from. So, you know, even though we're all happy for the prequel, fans would love it if they got a John Grey spin-off to expand the universe even more. And I think Redditor Weechesman put it the best when they said that Lord John is Outlander's Labrador. It's impossible to not like the guy. The reason I'm bringing the John Grey series up is because I talked to a bunch of friends and they said the same thing. After Outlander's over, it'd be great if the network greenlit a spin-off series of one of the best characters in the show. But sadly, that might not happen anytime soon. They're not going to greenlight a companion show when Blood of My Blood is airing. Either way, this is one happy Outlander fan who's just glad they're getting something fresh. It'll be hard for us to say goodbye to the original series and welcome a new one. But let's not forget the best parts of what made the show so unique. All the fan meetups and conventions where thousands of fans congregate to celebrate what they love. The friends we made through fan forums, Reddit threads, and Twitter. And watching clips of the show on YouTube and reading meme-worthy comments about Jamie or Claire or Jack Randall. It's the end of an era, but I'm glad we were all here to experience it together. And that's all I have for you. I'll see you in the next video.